Well, hello. I'm back. I just got through opening some blessings mail, and I am just overwhelmed by the love and the support of my channel. And I'm going to do 3 things on this video. First thing I'm going to do is share, oh yeah, how y'all like my new haircut? I did it myself. My best friend, who passed away 20 years ago, was a hairdresser. And then my daughter was a hairdresser before she quit doing that. But, yeah, so I pretty much know how to cut my own hair sometimes. Not all the time. But I decided I was going to go back with soft layers in my hair instead of doing the bob thing. Because evidently my hair doesn't like to do the bob thing. So this is it. It likes the soft layers. And yeah, so, and yes, this is my natural hair color, by the way. I decided to go gray about 20 years ago. Or just go natural. And so my hair is a salt and pepper and blonde. Used to be black, believe it or not. But anyway. Okay, let me hush and get on with this. I hope the lighting's okay. I've got lights on all the way around me. I've got my blinds closed because of the sun coming in. But anyway, yeah. So let's do this thing. So me and my husband were out. We went to see my mom, and we decided to. Well, we went to Cato, bless his heart, and he went right along with me. So I could pick up a couple of shirts, summery shirts, you know. So, yeah, did that. And Homegoods is right next to Cato. And, yes, I am on a spending freeze. So, what I've done, because I just can't not, you know, I have to buy something if I see it and it's on clearance and a good deal. So, I just can't not buy. But what I've done is limit myself to a budget, you know, so. I know. But anyway, I saw these, and these are huge, but I absolutely love them in the teal color paper clips from Sheffield Home. Would you look at those? I mean, look at my hand. They're huge, but I love them, and I'm going to figure out some way to alter them. And wouldn't they be great to use in your planner, though? I mean, you know, sometimes we have bulky stuff that we really need to hold in there, and those little paper clips sometimes just don't get it. So, yeah. I just love them. And I love the color, of course, you know. And then I found these. Oh, and those were $2.99. Now, yeah, it seems expensive, but you get 20 in there, and I mean, this thing is heavy. So, they're good quality. Put readers on. And then I found this on the clearance aisle over there by the journals. I did not buy a journal, although I seen some I wanted. But yeah, I seen this, and it is 6 8x10 ready to frame word art prints. And these look like they're on wood, or what do you want to call it? Wallpaper. Old-fashioned wallpaper. I'm going to take them out of the package because, and they were on clearance for $3. Now, they were regular $3.99, and then it says compare at 6. But I thought $3 for these, and I have some places in my home that I need to decorate, and I thought these were stunning. I mean, look at this. It says, "You make me smile." Oh, and that's going to go perfect in my guest room. One of my guest rooms. And then this is another one that says, "You make me smile." I mean, I just love them. And then this one it looks like the old-fashioned wallpaper says, "You are amazing." Oh my gosh, I just love it. And here, and this is the thing that my family and I kind of live by. I haven't shared with you guys much about my husband, but I will now, if you'll bear with me just a moment. My husband back in 2000 was diagnosed with throat cancer. Non-smoker. He worked in the nuclear plant and asbestos, and he was in Vietnam and all that. So, but he was diagnosed with throat cancer, and he survived that. And then we got almost to the 5-year mark, and it came back. And the first time he went through chemo and radiation, and they took all his teeth and all that. And he just turned 50 years old. So the second time, right before the 5-year mark, it came back, and he had to go have what they call a radical neck dissection. And that is where they literally take, because there was a mass, it was all in all the tissue in his neck, and it was on the left side. And so they had to take, he was cut from here all the way down to his shoulder, and then here all the way around. And they just laid that open and just took all that tissue out. Sorry if it's TMI. But in the meantime, they had to take his vagus nerve. They paralyzed his left vocal cord, but he made it through. He survived. So he's cancer free. But they still do monitor him because it did come back come back the second time. And in between the cancer deals, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And that was back in 2002. And as y'all know, that's a progressive disease. And he is a tower of strength, my husband. And he is still mobile, although he does use a cane, and sometimes he has to use a rollator. But he can't speak loudly, or he whispers basically. But he is a true man of God. And his faith is amazing. His strength is amazing. And we will celebrate our 42nd wedding anniversary in July. And I love him to pieces. But this is something that we kind of live by in our house because of everything that we've been through. And it says we do not remember days, we remember moments. And I love that. I just absolutely love that. So this is definitely going in a frame somewhere in my home. And then this one says, do what you love. And by the way, I didn't tell that story to get pity or anything like that. So no, we are overcomers. We live in joy. So please don't pity us. And this one says, love you, and with the tiles on the wood looking background. I just love that. I love all of them. But anyway, for $3, I thought that was a pretty good deal. Some of y'all might disagree, but that's, yeah. And this is by, it says Pretty Things by Juliana Knipe. So, yeah. And this is from My Mind's Eye. And this is actually not that old because it's 2014. So, yeah. I thought it was pretty. And then I found this. I love hot tea, as I have said before. This is Happy Elephant specialty tea selection. And it was on clearance for $4.50. And they cover up the regular price. So I don't know. But anyway, it contains 72 tea bags. So, and there is no... I cannot find an expiration date on it at all. But they're sealed in little foil packets. So I'm assuming that they'll be good. I'll test them out and let you know. But anyway, but it's got chai tea, peach tea, passion fruit tea, which is one of my favorites, cranberry tea, blueberry tea, apple cinnamon tea, pomegranate tea, mango tea, and Earl Grey tea. So yeah, love that. Think it's amazing. So anyway, got that. Let me continue on because, yeah, I know this is long. Well, it's not that long. I'm only at 9 minutes. But anyway, we stopped at a little yard sale in my neighborhood, and it was kind of sad because the way it looked, the husband him and his wife had separated, divorced or something, and he was getting rid of a lot of her stuff. But anyway, found this little thing, and it's a little mini candelabra, and it just needs cleaning up, but $1.25. Yeah. And it's metal. I mean, it's metal. And then this is what I consider a score, because these are party light products. This candlestick, solid. I mean, they're metal. Now it's got a it's the kind of finished, that all you need to do is take a soft cloth like a diaper or a t-shirt and polish up real good. Nothing wrong with them. They're beautiful. But yeah, I got that one, $1. And this one's heavy. And this one for $1. And I mean, all they need to do is be polished up a little bit with the cloth, and they're good to go. Of course, I'm not going to use this for a candle. I'm going to use it to, I think I'm going to find one of those big vase things and sit on it and put washi tape or something in it. But I mean, it's beautiful, you know, and you can't beat it. What, for $1? Really? So, yeah, that was it consisted of our outing today, and of course, going to see my mama. And this time she was asleep so hard we couldn't wake her up, so we just let her sleep and sat there and looked at her for a little bit and made sure that the girls knew that to tell her that we came by. Sometimes that happens when she's had a really rough morning, or she's, you know, just not herself, which with Alzheimer's, they're not themselves anymore, but you know what I mean. Some days are better than others, so we, you know, just checked on her to make sure that everything was fine with her, and it was. She was just sleeping hard. Anyway, I'm going to close this out. My next video, which will be probably Monday afternoon, I will tell you guys how I'm going to do the giveaway, because believe it or not, and I am so overwhelmed. I cannot believe, and I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry because I make the ugliest faces when I cry. I cannot believe that in a month's time, I am up to 211 subscribers. Okay, I'm going to get teary-eyed, so I'm going to stop it now. But anyway, I will do the next video. I'm going to do a small tutorial on how I put the flowers on the wreath. And talk about yeah, what I'm going to do for that. But anyway, you guys are awesome. You rock. And I'm going to close for now. And I will catch you in the next video. I love you all so much. You've just made a world of difference to my life by your comments and your love and your generosity and just being who you are, people. Oh, you're amazing. But anyway, and I love to watch all of you guys' videos. So this is so surreal to me. I mean, it is. It's just so surreal to me. But anyway, I'm going to close. I love you. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you next time, and goodbye from North Carolina.